Bring some beans. The hobos will like them better. I'll trade you a can of beans for some mighty math tricks. He's the mighty math marvel, traveling up and down from the Mississippi to the Monongahela.
The what?
That's one of the three rivers.
Sorry, I'm not a Yinzer. I don't know the area.
Well, now you do. Wrinkle in your brain.
What are the other two rivers?
The Ohio and the Allegheny.
Okay.
The Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela.
See, around here we have the Schuylkill.
The Susquehanna.
Yeah.
He's gonna want to know.
The Schuylkill River, which is home to many of Philadelphia's crimes, according to Frank Reynolds on Always Sunny in
He's
Philadelphia.
swimming with the fishes.
All right. Now, I texted you earlier in this week. We naturally were discussing food challenges.
Food challenge.
And I was a little surprised by the one. Like, if I asked you, which one would you want to do? Or what sort of food would you want to consume copious amounts of? And your response was the McDonald's family meat, or not, was it family meal or family value something or other?
Well, that's the one I think I could easily do.
I mean, you sent me a picture of what it entailed, and I was like, oh, yeah, you could do that. Like, I didn't even think twice. So I'm just going to go back here. Depending on the location, but it includes 2 Big Macs, 2 cheeseburgers, 4 small fries, 2 medium soft drinks, 2 small soft drinks, and 1 6-pack of chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen different versions of them, but they're largely the same.
Right.
It's like 2 burgers, fries, maybe another 2 burgers or McNuggets, and then 2 drinks.
Well, I watched you inhale 60 nuggets.
Well, that's Nerf ball.
Well, I feel like this is kind of in the same category of that. Granted, you get a variety of food, and obviously you have the bread, but it's not a lot of bread.
No, I've been getting into the habit of making my way through the Grand Slam of the McPick 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I always make like the Frankenwich of the cheeseburger and the mozzarella stick.
And you got to pour the mozzarella or the marinara sauce on that.
Oh, a little bit.
Okay.
You don't want to drench it.
Well,
you got to taste everything.
Yeah.
But then that got me thinking of what are other delicious Frankenwiches or like Frankenstein creations that you cram 2 things together that don't necessarily go together. I mean, Permanis is sort of like the I can't think of the word. Commercial one?
Mm-hmm.
That's the word. But what other ones are there?
Well, we've often discussed the Reese's burger combo.
That's gross.
You know what? Maybe
that doesn't count because that's gross. I don't want to eat that.
Maybe somebody thought, hey, mozzarella sticks and cheeseburgers together are gross.
Well, it's chocolate and burgers. That's gross.
Right.
Or it sounds gross. It's like I want to have a pizza and a burger at the same time. Boom, pizza burger. Done.
I'm trying to.
And that's largely what the mozzarella stick doodad is.
I've never fully messed around with the burger. When I got a burger, I usually kept it. You know, obviously I'd add some toppings or condiments, but not another food.
Nothing outlandish.
Yeah, I've had Permanis, which I thoroughly enjoy.
Because I was trying to think of, like, if you take all 4 items in the McPick 2, which is a McDouble, mozzarella stick, McChicken, and a fry, if you put it all together, but that would taste weird because the burger and the chicken wouldn't mix. Burger and the fry would mix. The burger and the mozzarella stick will mix. It's the chicken sandwich that's the odd man out.
I did have a pizza one time that had cut up pieces of chicken tenders, mozzarella sticks, and French fries on it.
Well, that's good though.
Yeah, it was called the 420 pizza. Naturally,
I was thinking, why don't people have like a walking pizza? They have the walking taco now.
How would you do the walking pizza?
Will be like a calzone or something. It's just you could take.
So you want people to walk around with calzones?
No, but it's like, oh, I'm gonna walk around with a burger. I don't need to be tethered to a table or a plate.
What about
It's like a bread bowl for soup. You just got to know that there's soup in it, so you don't just take a big bite and just get cascaded with a bunch of soup.
what about a spaghetti burger?
A spaghetti burger,
Apparently, there's this place in Philadelphia that has it.
I guess.
It's a burger. It's a burger with spaghetti sauce and like I don't know if that's like shredded mozzarella cheese, and then noodles. It looks like as the bun, so it looks like the noodles are like almost overcooked, or maybe
so it's like 2 blocks of ramen.
Kind of. That's kind of what it looks like, but maybe they're cooked in something that kind of sticks them together because it looks like it is. The spaghetti is the bun.
So it's like the double down.
Right, but with spaghetti.
But with spaghetti.
Yeah.
We don't need no chicken. We got spaghetti.
Guys, bread has gone nothing but up in cost. What can we do to change this?
Ramen, 25 cents.
Yeah. Let's throw some noodles on there and call it the spaghetti burger, and it'll be unique. Done.
Profit margin soaring high.
$12.
12 probably.
What else?
I've seen burgers where you dig out the middle with like an ice cream scoop and then you put stuff in it, like mac and cheese.
Oh yeah, that's
mashed potatoes.
That's solid.
It's okay.
What about the donut burger? A burger
No.
between 2 glazed donuts.
That's too sweet. Like you can't mix the sweet and whatever burgers would be.
Well,
savory? They're not savory.
Succulent?
It's meat. Succulent, sure.
Well,
you can't mix sweet and succulent.
The picture I'm looking at of this donut burger is it looks like it's more of like slider size, not
Do
full.
you want to eat it? That's the question.
I kind of want
to.
to.
Do you look at that and you think, you know what? I could eat that.
I kind of want to try it.
No.
I kind of want to try it.
If you were offered it.
I mean,
if it was
I like
of
donuts.
An empty room.
I like donuts. I like burgers. What's...
Yeah, but I like ice cream and I like burgers. I don't want to eat an ice cream burger.
Well, have you had an ice cream burger?
We're not going to play that game. You know what else is good? A good taco pizza.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like a Frankenwich.
Taco
You've
pizza
never
is
had
good.
That? Oh, I was going to say.
It's very messy to eat, but very, very delicious.
Well, it depends where you get it from, because some places make a taco pizza that's not an actual taco pizza. When I say taco pizza, it's a pizza, and then it's like
taco toppings.
Crushed taco, or just like the ground beef, lettuce, tomato, shredded cheese.
Right. Yeah,
that's like the pizza is the shell.
That's my familiarity, is that it's like a slice of pizza with the meat, the lettuce, cheese, tomatoes on top.
With the taco on top. Right, but I mean, depends where you go.
Yeah.
Depends where you go.
So aside from this McDonald's, because I was expecting more of like some special burger place
Family
or
box, you are so good.
something that has a specific food challenge. Would you want to do a burger challenge or a wing challenge?
Wings are kind of messy. Because you get into the riffraff of like having to finish the wing.
I gotta finish the wing.
Leave the scratch.
What if they're boneless?
Well, then it's just like a chicken tender challenge.
Well, yeah, but with buffalo sauce.
That would be good.
Yeah. Are you a fan of boneless wings, or do you prefer the bone?
Either one.
All right, you're not picky.
It's all food.
It depends where I am. Some places I like their boneless better than their bone, but
see, but like here's an example of one of these dollar boxes. It's 2 Big Macs, 2 cheeseburgers, 10 McNuggets, 4 orders of fries. I could eat that.
Yeah. So are we gonna do like fast food challenges? You're just gonna go to Wendy's and Taco Bell next?
Give me one of everything. What?
All right.
I feel like I said that once when I went to a McDonald's and they just gave me a blank stare. Give me one of everything. What?
That sounds like something you would do.
Forget it.
And then you just turn around and walk out, dejected.
I'm done. I don't even want to order here.
All right, forget it. I'm done.
Forget it.
Can
I get a diet water? Do we have diet water?
Or a liter of cola?
I think we're out of that syrup. Liter of cola. They have those other places, don't they? Places that follow the metric. We're the oddballs.
Canada?
Sure. Is Mexico in the metric system?
I don't think so.
Are we like the meat in the metric sandwich?
Yeah, the metric burger.
Mexico.
Those darn Americans with their non-metric ways.
They have to. Don't they measure everything in kilograms and stuff? Yeah, Mexico's on the metric system. We're on the
Well, from
idiosynchronous system.
from the drug shows and movies I've seen, yeah, kilos and
From television,
and
which
grams.
has taught me nothing but true facts. Like, what is it? Zero matter. People, aliens can fly from Krypton. If you get struck by lightning, you'll run super fast.
I started rewatching Breaking Bad, and I just had watched the episode where Jesse tries to dissolve the body in the bathtub, so naturally it falls through the ceiling. I learned you can't dissolve bodies in a bathtub; it's got to be a rubber container.
Yeah, plastic. That's what Walter White said.
Plastic container, yeah, exactly. So who knew?
And now you know.
Yeah, and that's half the battle.
Dun-dun-dun.
All right. What do you say we talk about this game that's coming up here this week?
The big game.
So
Really, the excitement's around what kind of food am I going to order. I know I'm really getting this like a one-trick pony.
Now, are you staying in for the game, or are you going to a party?
Now you order food in, and then you eat all of it. More for me. It's like if I get a giant pizza or a giant sub, I got to share that giant sub.
No,
Like
you could just write on the box like don't touch Justin.
6-foot sub, don't touch.
Those jerks cut it into 6 1-foot sections. They didn't leave it as one long one.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's less work for me. I mean, the presentation's not as nice.
Right.
Doesn't look like as much of a challenge.
I was gonna say, wouldn't you want to line it up and just start at one end and just work your way to the other end?
It's like a wood chipper, right the way down.
Between 4 hours of football.
4 hours of football.
What a day.
No.
What?
You got to say like the conference championship's the better day because that's 2 games lined up, or like the Pro Bowl.
Well,
with all that pomp and circumstance surrounding it, you know,
because
people don't even want to play.
Ask me how much of the Pro Bowl I watched.
How much did the Pro Bowl? Did you watch it?
0 minutes.
Okay.
I didn't even watch any highlights on social media.
Well, I know we've rattled around this question before, but with the NHL and their new format where they do the 3-on-3 tournament, is there a way to save the Pro Bowl?
I feel like they should move it to after the Super Bowl. I think that's how it used to be.
Well, that's how it was until a couple years ago.
Because then that way, you know, the Pro Bowl players who are like, oh, I can't play, I'm going to the Super Bowl, they can still, like, partake.
Yeah, but they'll probably just not participate anyway.
Well, probably, but at least then they have that option. Because they have incentive to make the Pro Bowl base. A lot of them have incentives in their contract. Money incentive.
Wow.
Not necessarily to play, but to make it. There's usually a nice little bonus. I think that's how Aqib Talib afforded his $80,000 Rolex.
Guys, I mean, I could get something that's $5 and has Batman on it, or I could get something that's $80,000 and
feel like Bruce Wayne
and feel like Batman. Okay,
all right.
Now I'm all turned around on it.
I don't know. Is there anything to make the Pro Bowl better?
I don't think so. I mean, it's. Did they ever do like a skills challenge? I mean, that's like a fun thing to do.
Yeah,
I think that at the NBA All-Star game.
I think they tried that 1 or 2 years, like a while back, and it just wasn't like it didn't catch on.
Wasn't any fun.
Because I used to watch that for like there was the college QB challenge. You know, they would have to try and hit the moving targets. They would have to, for deep passes, try and get it into a net, 40, 50 yards downfield. I don't know if people care that much about the Pro Bowl.
Well, it's because the players don't care. They don't even play. Half of them say they don't want to go.
Right.
And then when they do, they don't care anymore. Which is why I don't hate that Major League Baseball does the home field advantage, because they've made it count.
Yeah.
Even though, people, you can make a reasonable argument that it shouldn't dictate something like a World Series. But I mean, what is like the equivalent they could do for football? Because Super Bowl is always neutral field. That'll never change.
You know what I think would help? If they did the Pro Bowl in London.
Interesting.
It might not necessarily draw a lot of attention here in the U.S.
Well, it's better than sending those garbage teams over there.
Right.
Guys, you don't
think
get like the 30th and 31st team. You get the best of, well, like 75% of the best of everybody.
Right. So they're gonna get to see mostly, a lot of their favorite players that they might not be able to see if their team is, if their player doesn't play in London during the regular season. I don't know. I don't think it will really fix the Pro Bowl, but it'll give the players a chance to kind of experience it who haven't been to London yet, and it'll give the fans over there another thing to go to. It's something that's going to sell out over there. I mean, they sell out every game that Jacksonville plays over there.
You look. The Jaguars. They're the best of the NFL, right?
Yeah, you look at a lot of the games that are over there. They're not very good games. They're not, the Eagles aren't going next year because they won the last game of the season, so the Giants get to go.
Well, the only thing I can see against that is that the weather is unpredictable, which is why they always had it in either Hawaii or now California.
Right, but
this time in the NFL schedule, it's gonna be nice.
You don't
have to worry about it. Is Wembley a dome?
Well, that's what I was wondering. I thought it was.
I don't remember. You're the hooligan.
Wembley Stadium. It has a partially retractable roof.
Partially retractable. So the weather's partially unpredictable.
Right.
Not completely unpredictable.
Right.
It's like a coin that you don't really flip so much as saucer.
And then let it land.
Here you go, Green Bay.
Is it a coin toss or a coin flip? I mean, coin toss,
rotation.
Then that should have been a legal throw. Depending on the definition of toss.
Referee foofery.
What would you think about making the Pro Bowl like a flag football game? I mean, that's kind of
already like a flag
that's what
game.
I mean. Like, just make it flag football. Like, just do that then. Go like 7-on-7. You have to count to 3 Mississippi before you can rush the quarterback, and that's it.
But then you sort of get rid of offensive linemen and defense. Well, I mean, they don't play much of a part anyway.
Well, right. I mean,
unless you put them in the flag football.
You
game.
can still have them in there. No, you just have them as a legal receiver, and let them catch some balls. They don't get.
You know what, guys? Just do whatever you want.
They don't get to do it in the regular season.
It's Thunderdome.
Everyone just go out, run around, have fun.
Play 60. We don't care what you do. There are no rules.
Play 60. Yeah, I don't know how to fix a Pro Bowl. I just don't.
Capture the flag for 60 minutes. It's not even the Pro Bowl. What did they do? They just play capture the flag with football. Smear the queer.
Are we still allowed to say that?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's the game where one person has the ball and you chase them around and you hit them as hard as you can. Well, that goes against concussion protocols.
You can legally hit them as hard as it takes
Lead
to knock
with
them
your
down.
shoulder. Or chop block.
Yeah. All right, quick thing before we go on to the Super Bowl. Let's talk about... So, we've had a week off from football, but a lot's been going on. Mainly, Johnny Manziel is reportedly going to be released by the Browns in March.
Are you surprised?
No, not at all.
Johnny Manziel, it wasn't your wild partying. It was the fact that you didn't fit into our sabermetric approach. It's more like our analytics didn't want you here instead of you being a jerk.
So is Jerry Jones like just licking his chops and waiting for March 9th?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, because that's the first time. That's
so
the first.
So they're releasing him.
That's my understanding. Well, they're parting ways, so maybe that means they'll try and trade him. But
I mean, presumably you'd want to get something in return.
Right.
You wouldn't just do a straight release where he might take a cap hit. Well, what do they care? They're the Browns.
Right, exactly.
Guys, we don't have anybody. It's like the hot dog vendor's getting $1 million, so we don't have a cap penalty.
And let's see. Yeah, so he's on his way out the door.
Did you hear? We'll get there.
Okay.
It's related to the big game. I don't want to get ahead of myself.
All right. There's also.
So where do you think he ends up? Johnny Manziel.
I think it's
he walks out of Cleveland March 9th. He walks into.
He walks out of Cleveland March 9th, and he walks into Jerry's world.
Toronto Argonauts.
I think he goes to Dallas.
He's absolutely
as much as a year off would probably do him good. Someone's going to sign, and by someone I mean Jerry Jones and the Cowboys.
A year off for personal reasons, or
just
a year
just
off
just a year away from football.
No,
just
I don't think he'd do that.
No, I don't think he will either. I'm just saying that would probably be good for him if he did that. But you know what else would be good for him? Not partying and missing practices and everything. But we saw how that turned out.
Says you.
Well, call me a realist.
Johnny Manziel versus Lorenzen Wright, Arena Bowl, whatever number.
How long has that been around? 20 years?
I have
No,
no
longer
idea.
than that. But
Longer than that.
what about San Francisco? Apparently, Colin Kaepernick wants out of San Francisco. Maybe Johnny ends up with Chip Kelly.
No, he doesn't fit that. Isn't Johnny more of a pocket passer?
Not necessarily. He scrambles.
He didn't run an option.
He scrambles a lot.
Well,
no, he rushed for a lot of yards in college. He was a runner. I don't know. Chip Kelly's a interesting fella, so
interesting fella.
I think Dallas is the first choice, but I wouldn't be surprised if maybe San Francisco makes a move.
No, they're gonna write him a blank check, and then Cleveland's gonna buy an empty mansion and fill it with toys and a giant pool slide, and just have this witty limo driver. And then it's all going to fall apart when they run out of money.
And then
we just bought like $100,000 worth of hot dogs, and now we have $5 left.
And then they'll fall in love with the FBI agent that's tracking them down.
Yep.
Okay. It writes itself.
They should make a movie about that.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the big game. Let's get down to it, shall we?
So first off, leading up to the big game, did you hear that the person who paints the end zones accidentally painted 2 Denver end zones instead of 1 for each team?
Yes, I did hear that.
Okay.
And if someone pointed it out to him and he did not say "great googly moogly," I would be disappointed.
Great googly moogly.
So what do you
guys? We're done. Which one did you paint? I painted Denver. No, I painted Denver. No, I painted Denver.
Well, if Denver's here and they're over there, oh boy.
Is that what they get for winning the Pro Bowl? You get your name painted in 2 end zones? No room for you, Carolina. This is an all Denver Pro Bowl. Here comes the sheriff.
Do you think that's a sign that's like, oh, Denver's going to win?
No. You know how I know Denver's not going to win? Because Madden 16 predicted that, or whatever year the one is out now, predicted that Carolina's going to win 24-20.
24-20?
24-20.
They were exactly right last year.
I know, so they'll be exactly right this year. They've honed it in. They've tweaked it. They've tuned it. Now they're dialed in.
All right.
Completely dialed in.
Let's talk about the spread here. So I'm seeing most places +6 for Denver, -6 for Carolina. Is that about accurate from what you've seen?
I'd say 5 or 6.
Okay. Let's say it's 6 because that's what...
Seems fair.
Let's see.
See, my spidey sense says that the sheriff is going to ride in and they're going to go back and forth for a while. They'll probably go up. By they, I mean Denver. They'll go up late. And then Cam will orchestrate a last, I don't know, couple-minute comeback. Like 5-6 minutes to go. And then Peyton's going to have one last chance, and then he's going to do something like throw a pick.
Okay.
Game over. Peyton retires.
Cam dabs.
Cam celebrates. Cam dabs.
All right.
What is dabbing? I don't know.
That's where you pretend to like cough into your elbow really
That's
quick.
weird.
Yeah.
That's a dance?
Yeah. I learned about it.
You know what's a dance? The fax machine, the sprinkler,
The lawnmower.
the lawnmower,
So
Thriller.
are you taking Denver at +6?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna take
Denver +6.
I'm gonna take Denver at +6 also.
but they don't win.
Um,
The doodad?
the over
You know
under.
what I mean. The money line is -210 for Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
which, according to math, means that Carolina is projected to. That's the sound of the computer.
I thought that was your fax machine dance.
68% to win.
Okay. Um,
About
yeah.
roughly.
It's all year we've talked about Carolina and how we need to not bet against them basically. Cuz except for a couple weeks they've covered the spread mostly by a lot.
Well,
And
last couple of games especially.
well, right. Yeah, they dismantled Arizona. They're the hottest team. And it's going to be Denver's defense is good. It's going to be tough though cuz Cam can take off and run. He's obviously got a great arm. Ted Ginn Jr. catches more catches but still drops a lot. I mean,
Ted Ginn drops more balls than most people have catches.
exactly. I think I don't want to go against Carolina. But because it's Peyton's quote unquote last rodeo,
Who cares?
I don't know. I think it's got one of those weird. It's going to be one of those weird games, and Denver's going to win.
No.
I'm gonna pick Denver to win.
You're picking Denver to win.
I'm picking them in the spread. I'm going out. It's the last game. I'm going out on a limb.
No, they're not going to win.
Okay. So what happens if Denver wins? What do I get?
Satisfaction.
All right. How about let's bet a Permane sandwich on this one.
A pompous attitude. Of course, I'll bet a Permane
All right.
sandwich on.
Just straight up Carolina and Denver. So you're taking Carolina. I'll take Denver. Right? Straight up.
Sure.
Okay. All right. And that's recorded. So no take backs.
I got home and there were like 20 boxes of Permane sandwiches sitting on my front porch.
Best day ever.
Put on a pot of coffee. Got a lot of sandwiches to eat. Ow. Just line them all up like a wood chipper, like a 6-foot Permane sandwich.
So I was reading on ESPN earlier that Cam Newton is the Super Bowl MVP favorite at
Sure is.
what was it? What was
Plus
his?
5 hundo.
Yeah, well,
no, that's
it was.
not
What was it? It was like 5 to 7 odds, 7 to 5 odds, something.
3 to 1 odds.
I'm gonna pull it up here real quick. Carolina.
First touchdown scorer. Anytime touchdown scorer.
Oh, let's see, as of Wednesday morning last week, 87% of the spread bets and 94% of the total money wagered was on Carolina.
Cam Newton minus 130 for MVP.
Yeah.
Next is Peyton, plus 275. Then Luke Kuechly at plus 14 hundo. So if it's not Cam, there's plenty of quiche to be made.
Yeah.
You can bet the field, plus 3,300.
30 plus 3,300
Yeah,
for the
for
field.
anybody that's not listed.
Okay.
I think that's what that means. Play the field. The real question
Oh,
is,
here it is. This is what I was looking for. Yeah, on ESPN they had Cam Newton listed as odds of 5 to 7, which is minus 140. That's like not even really worth betting.
Yeah, unless it's a sure thing.
Yeah, but you'd have to put a lot of money down to even get something back.
Unless it's a sure thing.
Right. Let's see. What are some dark horses here that could come out for this? Jonathan Stewart is 20 to 1. Greg Olson 20-1.
Well, you think it's usually like a quarterback or a defensive player.
Well, it's been a quarterback the last 5 of the last 6. 5 of the last 6 Super Bowls have been a quarterback MVP.
Well, Malcolm Smith 2 years ago. Joe Flacco. Eli, Aaron,
Malcolm. You mean Malcolm Butler?
Williams. No, Malcolm Smith 2 years ago.
For who?
Seattle.
For the MVP?
Yeah.
Who's Malcolm Smith?
Outside linebacker.
Right.
I don't remember why.
That's right. I forgot about him. So yeah, aside from him, the past 5 have been quarterbacks. And it looks like it's going to run that way again this year.
You don't know that.
I'm just saying that's what it looks like.
Yeah, nice gambler's foul.
Speculation. All right. Are there any other game bets that interest you? Any other props? We'll get to the goofy ones later. But what are some?
Last time a running back won MVP was 98.
Terrell Davis. Let's see.
Is there a Cam rushing one? I'm sure there is.
What, a rushing touchdown?
No, but something. Let's see.
I'm going to look up the over-under a while because we haven't.
Passing yards, touchdown passes, total touchdown. Scroll. Who will throw the first touchdown pass? That's a good one.
Who will throw the first touchdown pass?
Yup.
Cam
minus 165. I feel like Peyton would do that.
Yeah, I could see Peyton doing it. I think obviously it depends on who gets the ball first, but since we don't know that yet.
Total rushing yards for Cam, the over-under is 40.5.
Against that
over is the favorite.
Against that defense?
Sure.
I'd say under.
Yeah, but he might break one off.
Yeah, that defense is going to be spying him, though.
Total rushing yards for Peyton. Over under. Half a yard. Over is plus 160. I feel like he'd be stupid enough.
Yeah. He could trip and fall and get half a yard.
How many rushing yards does he have this season? Rushing yards, you are so good.
I found the over-under while you're looking that up. Over-under 45.
I'd say under.
I'm going to say under. 2 tough defenses. Number 1, number 6 in the league. I think Carolina might have some hard time scoring points. Denver obviously got to Tom Brady, but obviously Brady's not as quick on his feet as Cam, but still, it's going to give Cam some trouble, I think. He's going to have to think and act quick. All right, did you find Peyton's rushing yards?
Well, see, here's the wrinkle.
He doesn't have any?
Well, in the regular season, he had 6 attempts. In the last 2 playoff games, he's had 5.
For how many yards?
-1 plus 11, so 10. 10 net yards.
And then the net yards came in the playoffs? Or no?
Well, I mean, he had 6. Hold on. Oh, I thought I had a burp. In the regular season, he had 6 attempts for -6 yards. He had 2 attempts against Pittsburgh for -1 yard, and he had 3 attempts against New England for 11 yards.
And he had 1 play in the playoffs where he gave himself up. Nobody touched him. He got up and threw a 35-yard pass anyway.
And he had 1 give himself up.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
What is the result of the first passing attempt? Complete, incomplete, interception. Interception plus 1,500. What will Cam do first? Throw a touchdown or throw an interception?
I think he throws a touchdown first.
Peyton is even Even the same odds for throw a touchdown or throw an interception. That's interesting.
Well, he had, what, 9 touchdowns all year and like 200 interceptions?
Throw a lame duck with a limp noodle arm. That's the favorite.
There was a play in the last round of the playoffs where Peyton threw a pass. It was so bad. It was wobbling all over the place. I leaned over to my buddy and I said, was that a punt or a pass? Because it looked like a punt.
He threw it like a knuckleball.
Yeah, it was.
And it just wobbled its way.
I don't know how he's doing it.
Tim Wakefield said, hey, he throws a pretty good knuckleball.
HGH, but...
Phil Necro said he throws a pretty good knuckleball. Who is it? R.A. Dickey said he throws a pretty good knuckleball.
Those are the only knuckleballers I know. I don't think I can name another knuckleballer.
I don't think there are any other ones.
Okay. These are kind of interesting. This first half margin of victory.
I bet I would put money on Denver.
Denver leading after the first half.
Yep.
If you think the Broncos would be ahead by between 4 and 6 points after the first half, that's plus 1,000.
Ooh.
Broncos ahead by 1 to 3 points, plus 900.
Wow.
Broncos by 7 to 9 points, plus 1,000. Broncos by 10 to 12 points, plus 1,200. But if the Broncos are 13 points or more, it's only plus 900.
Oh, well.
You think that would be higher? Panthers. If you think, let's see, what's their best value? If you think the Panthers are only going to be ahead by 1 to 3 points, that's plus 800. Plus 800 just to be up by a couple points at halftime. All right. How about margin of victory? If you think Broncos win by 43 points, that's plus 10,000.
Wow.
Plus 5,000 if the Panthers win by 43 points.
I think you'd be stupid to just not, throw a flyer on it.
I mean, you might as well.
I know. Because what if?
If anyone gives you 10,000 to 1 odds, you always take that bet.
Take it.
If I learned anything from Kevin Malone in The Office. Because when John Mellencamp wins an Oscar, he'll be very happy.
You don't know that he won't.
Panthers, if they win by 37 to 42 points, that's plus 4,000. Broncos win by 37 to 42, that's plus 10,000. Yeah. There's some interesting ones on there.
So the crux of this is if you had to put all your quiche, your delicious egg and cheese baked concoction, on 2 bets, you get 2 bets. You're going to bet the farm. Speaking of quiche, eggs, quiche, farm, wheels within wheels. If you had to make 2 bets, name them. Not frivolous bets like we're going to get into. I mean like a game, a legitimate game bet.
One of them is, will there be a scoreless quarter in the game? I think there will be.
Interesting.
I think there will be 1 quarter with no score, and that's plus 200.
Do you get better odds for which quarter?
No, it doesn't break it up. It's just a yes or no.
Just a yes or no. Everybody's in a malaise after the halftime when we all go eat food and get full.
Not watch Coldplay.
Not watch Coldplay.
What's the other one I would pick?
It's better than the NBA All-Star
Sting.
Entertainment. Sting.
Yeah, it's a little out of the blue.
Guys, who hasn't been relevant for a while? Sting?
Not
even the Police.
My other one might be the score at the end of the first quarter is Panthers leading by 1 to 6 points, which is plus 400. Those are the 2 I might throw on for the whole quiche and caboodle.
The whole quiche and caboodle.
What are your 2?
So I really like Peyton over half a yard.
for
I
rushing.
don't know why. It's just like
Well,
one.
he's on a streak. He's got those
Just rip it off.
5 yards or whatever in the playoffs.
Exactly.
All he needs is one of those. Though he's got to finish the game with a yard rushing, right?
Well, right.
Okay.
So if it goes, plus and then minus.
Right. Okay.
All that riffraff.
Yeah. What about the other one?
What about the other one?
There's one that's how many yards will the first touchdown pass be? Over 12.5 or under 12.5?
Interesting. I don't know. That's tough.
Well, you asked the question, so I assumed you had two in mind.
I know. I'm trying to. I really like that Peyton one. I'm just trying to think of what I would think would be pretty good. Pretty good odds. Defensive touchdown. No, I don't care for that.
There might be with these defenses. You got the whole farm.
I know. This is tough.
The cows are waiting on your decision.
See, will there be a missed extra point after the touchdown? Yes, plus 350.
That would be a bit enticing.
Oh, here it is. I got it.
Okay.
Will there be an onside kick during the game? Yes, plus 145. Done.
All right.
There's almost always an onside kick.
All right. So you got Peyton rushing and onside
Peyton
kick.
rushing and yes for an onside kick.
Yeah, I could see that. Whether it's out of necessity or trickery, I could see it happening.
If one would be so brave or so bold as to parlay those two together.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get my abacus here. You can't hear I'm sliding the little beads back and forth. Sort of, not really. If one were to parlay, are they going to allow me to do that? I don't know.
Okay.
My browser's not doing that.
All right. Internet troubles.
You'd get some pretty good odds. Long story short. Peyton over half a yard. Yes for an onside kick.
This one's a little interesting. Do you think there will be a score in the first minute and a half of the first quarter? Yes is plus 900. No is minus 1800.
Yeah, I'd say no.
A minute and a half?
No.
I don't know. That could be a kickoff return. That could be a play action deep pass in the first play.
I guess it depends on who gets the ball, though.
Well, right. A lot of this depends on that.
A lot is.
And that's where a coin flip comes in. Flipper toss. I'm not sure what the technical term is anymore.
I think I've always heard it referred to as both.
Yeah.
Semantics. Now it's not semantics.
Update the rule book. Fix it.
Down that rabbit hole of rules.
All right. What do you say we get into some more of these fun bets? These frivolous bets. Let's see.
Super Bowl specials.
My favorite one is will Ted Ginn Jr. drop a pass? That's minus 120 for yes, minus 120 for no, which I think is just way off because I think it has to be yes. It should be like minus 300 yes.
I think my favorite bet is at what point during the game will I be completely full and want to vomit? Best odds would be before the kickoff.
Before the kickoff.
I mean like the best return on your money, I'd say, is before kickoff. I'd say like second quarter.
So you're gonna stuff yourself full before the game even starts.
Well, the game takes so long. All this pomp, and then they got to introduce all the players and have the national anthem.
Yeah, I'm usually one of those that I start eating once the game is in play, and then I feel like I'm eating like during the game, like I'm eating and watching the game, not feeling sick and watching the game.
No, I usually just can't wait that long. Plus, if you're gonna get pizza, you got to order it early because pretty much every pizza place is gonna be slammed.
Yeah. How many wings will Buffalo Wild Wings sell on Super Bowl Sunday? Over under 12 million.
I don't have context for that. How many Wild Wings are there? How many Wild Wings is
Wing eye.
It's the same bet for over or under 12 million, so you can't go wrong. You flip a coin, toss a coin, flip a coin, whatever.
I'm gonna look up and see if I can find how many of these sold last year.
You use a random. Ooh, there you
go. Last year, 11 million Buffalo Wild Wings were sold.
So they know. Clearly, they know what the threshold is.
Right.
See, will Mike Carey be wrong about a challenge? Yes.
That's a
plus
good one.
145.
That's a good one.
That's an enticing one.
I like these cross sports ones. Total goals in the Montreal hockey game or total receptions by Greg Olson.
Oh, that's got to be Greg Olson.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't watched.
What is it?
I haven't watched much hockey, but total goals in the Montreal game or total receptions against Greg Olson.
Montreal versus who?
I can't see what it says because it's.
I can't read the end of it. Well, assume the Canucks.
It starts with a C.
That starts with a C.
Calgary, probably.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Receptions
by Greg
how about this one? Where was the? Oh, will Denver win Super Bowl? Peyton Manning retire. San Antonio win NBA championship. Tim Duncan retire. That's plus 2,000.
Johnny Manziel signs with Dallas.
That's another one you just gotta throw a flyer on. It just
exactly.
So you won't find out. So if Denver wins the Super Bowl and Peyton Manning retires, you won't find out if you can collect until July, right, when the NBA championship happens, or whenever Tim Duncan announces retirement if the Spurs win.
They can't win.
Why not?
Because the Warriors are going to win.
Well, the Spurs are the second best team in the West.
Which region? This is a good one. Which region will have a higher Nielsen rating, Denver or Charlotte? Depends on the populations, doesn't it? Well, who's the bigger market?
Denver.
Are they?
Yeah. Yeah, Denver.
Sure?
Yeah, Denver's a bigger market than Charlotte.
TV markets.
Which song will Coldplay play first during the halftime show?
The Gambler.
Yeah, there's no. Let's see. So they give you 8 choices to choose from, but they don't give you a other option.
Field.
Yeah, they don't give you a field. So if they if they don't play any of these songs, do you get your money back?
I guess. I mean when the Who played the other year, I named all 3 songs they were going to play.
Right.
That wasn't.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Do you think there will be an earthquake during the game?
Sure.
Plus 1,000. They have a stipulation that the announcer must indicate there was during live broadcast from kickoff until final whistle. So if it comes out afterwards and they don't mention it during broadcast, you don't win.
What color will the Gatorade be?
For who?
Well, the winning coach.
Well, if it's I'm pretty sure if it's Denver, it's orange. If it's Carolina, it's blue.
Well, orange is the favorite. Plus 125. Followed by blue. Clear? There's a clear Gator. Oh, the color liquid. Well, they're not drinking water. It's going to be hot. Who hydrates with water? Amateurs. How many times will John Elway be shown on TV during the broadcast? Over 2.5 times.
I would say over.
Is even money. Under is minus 140.
How about Archie Manning, Peyton's dad? Over 1.5 is even.
Yeah, they have to.
Oh, here we go. How long will it take Lady Gaga to sing the national anthem? Over 2 minutes and 20 seconds is minus 120. Under 2 minutes and 20 seconds is also minus 120.
I feel like she's pretty by the book.
From the moment first note is sang until Brave ends for the first time.
Oh my goodness. How many times will the Golden Gate Bridge be shown? If it's shown once, that's minus 400. So, I mean, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
But I'd say under 220.
But during the broadcast, I could see him doing it for like pregame, like when they cut to a commercial.
No, there's so many random times that you can just show off the Golden Gate Bridge. Like they'll probably do it in between quarters or halftime.
Yeah.
They always do. They always do those shots when they're like coming back from a commercial. Like
Right,
Pittsburgh,
right.
They always show downtown.
Right, that's what I mean. Oh,
Philly, they always show Pats or Geno's.
speaking of commercials, did you see how much a 30-second commercial will cost?
$1 billion.
$5 million.
That's dumb. If you win the Powerball, you can have your own commercial. My name is.
That's what I would have
don't
done. I would just paid $5 million and said, "Hey," I just would have stood there and just like waved at the camera for 30 seconds, and then I'll be all over the internet because nobody will know what was this commercial for. I don't get it. What?
My daughter's Girl Scout troop is selling Girl Scout cookies. Come to Biloxi, Mississippi,
Yeah.
and get these Girl Scout cookies.
Exactly.
Or you can go on the internet on my daughter's Facebook.
Buy
these
That's
cookies.
just crazy. I don't think people even pay that much attention to the commercials anymore.
Who does that money go towards, or go to?
CBS.
Does it?
Yeah, I mean, they're the ones airing the Super Bowl. They're the ones that.
Well, listen. All the NFL needs is like.
I mean, I'm sure some of it goes to the NFL, but
The NFL needs $1 million so they can buy that first Super Bowl video footage that they were too cheap to buy for $1 million.
yeah, get
Guys,
get that out of the hands of the public.
We're the richest juggernaut on the face of the planet, and we really don't feel like spending $1 million.
Yeah,
Come on.
I gotta pinch
Now's
some
not the time to be
pennies.
frugal.
I gotta move some things around. That's what they're doing.
They're all tied up. All my money's tied up. I got nothing.
I have to liquidate some assets first. Yeah, I'm gonna post-date this check, but don't cash it till then.
Do not cash this until 25/25.
Yeah.
So if you had to pick two fruity, frivolous bets that you would stake your claim.
Let's see. I would take the over on John Elway being shown over 2.5 times during the TV broadcast.
That's a good one.
Let's see. What fun one will I? I kind of like the will Mike Carey be wrong about a challenge?
I was going to pick that one.
All right. Well, I'll take another one.
No, you can pick that. I would agree with that.
Let's see. Oh, the Ted Ginn Jr. dropping a pass. I'll take that one as my second one.
Interesting.
Will Left Shark make an appearance? It's plus 1,500.
No.
They can't. That's run its course. What are your two?
Oh, wow. Well, here's a good one. Cam Newton break the Super Bowl record of most rushing yards by quarterback. The record's 64. I also like
Was that
Denver.
I think Kaepernick did that.
You would be wrong.
Kaepernick had 62, I think, then.
Steve McNair
Right.
had 64 in Super Bowl. I don't know Roman numerals. I'm glad they switched the numbers. I like the Denver having the higher Nielsen rating. That seems like a slam dunk.
Yeah.
But then I don't know. Maybe people invite everybody over to Charlotte. Tune in every TV to artificially inflate the number.
Right.
Alf did that once.
Did it work?
Yeah. His favorite polka show got sent to number one, and then everyone liked it, and then he didn't like it anymore. Because he was like a hipster.
Because everyone else liked it.
Exactly. But it worked.
He was like, "Hey, Melmac, I got to get away. This place is overcrowded." And everyone's like, "Oh, you're going to Earth? That's so cool."
I like Melmac before it was cool.
Yeah. All right. Any other bets you want to point out for Super Bowl?
I will have pizza, so don't even bother betting on that.
What kind of pizza?
Good question. I'm probably going to go Sicilian.
From a local shop or a chain?
Mom and pop.
Nice. Support the local. Do they have your number recognized? They answer and they go, "Hey, Justin."
No, I've been kind of spreading it out.
All right.
Spread the wealth.
Is Sicilian pizza the only thing you're going to have?
Probably not. We'll probably have pizza, some sort of chip and dip, probably ice cream,
What a
And then I'll
day.
get a bellyache.
What a day.
And then the cat will eat the
All
rest of
all
it.
that before the game kicks off.
Probably. I'll be too excited.
Just watching the pregame, playing some Sega CD.
I'll wake up at like 4 a.m. and call the pizza. But can you guys make pizza yet? Justin, it's 4:30. Go back to bed. You're too excited. I understand it's like your Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas morning for you. All right. And as usual, we always record this on a Tuesday evening, which means tomorrow is New Comic Book Wednesday.
Is it?
I'm told. How's your haul looking? Is it any good? Are you excited? Not excited? Overwhelmed?
No, tomorrow's a little lighter.
Mm-hmm. Anything in particular standing out?
Well, the real question is, does it matter for DC anymore? That's a tale for another time.
Speaking of DC, Batman Europa #4 comes out. I think that's the finale.
Batman Europa, yes it is.
Yep.
That'll be interesting. I thought there was a Marvel one.
There's no Star Wars ones this week.
I'm off that.
If
If you're not sick of Deadpool yet, there's Deadpool and the Mercs for money. Oh, there's the new Miles Morales Spider-Man. That's it. It's simply called Spider-Man.
Is it a new run or just a new issue?
It's the first issue.
First issue. Okay.
So this is Miles Morales's first time in the main Marvel universe.
Okay.
With his own book.
Where was he?
Which is now
Where was he
called
before?
The Prime Universe. He was in the Ultimate Universe. Earth 1610.
There's also a new Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Let's see what else. I take that back. There's an Obi-Wan and Anakin book out, but
Well,
I'm not interested in
It's a
that.
prequel.
Yeah.
It's like a half count.
You're not a whole comic. You're only half comic.
You're only half.
Yeah, fairly light week.
Really late. That's fine.
Any
Go back into the back issues.
any comic news you want to discuss? You want to rant about?
No, it's all rumors and it's all stupid.
What are some of the rumors?
The rumor is that DC is either relaunching or rebooting.
Completely.
Well,
not unlike Marvel.
Rebooting is slightly different from relaunching, of which they both have their major cons to it. The biggest bee in my bonnet is that a lot of their big books will be moving to bi-weekly instead of monthly, which is going to be stupid.
Because
they're milking that
because
cash
it's
cow.
harder to keep up, or it's not going to be as good quality.
Well, both. It's pointless. They're only doing it for money. They're not doing it because they want to push out more stories. It's money.
Yeah. Well, they gotta try and catch up with Marvel.
Marvel just has to stop printing 8,000 variants for each book.
Well, that's true.
And stop double shipping. They do it too.
Yeah.
Stupid jamokes.
Bunch of jamokes. All right.
Jamokes.
So yeah, that's Justin's comic take for this week.
Yeah. You want to find out what grinds my gears? Just say that. Just say Rebirth. How much time do you got?
Maybe we should say that for another podcast where we just give you
It's like a whole
just
hour.
give you the mic and just let you. I'll play Rocket League while I listen to you. I'll chime in every once in a while with the yeah or yeah. I'll just chime in every now and then. All right.
Rabble.
And as always, be sure to check us out on entertainmentbuddha.com. Lots of stuff going on there. Video games, movies, television shows, lots of Deadpool stuff, so they're really pushing that. And be sure to check out the podcast Justin and I did last week, if you haven't already, where we discussed the DC movie universe, specifically Suicide Squad and Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, and get our thoughts and opinions from that. And Matt and his friend Nick did a Star Wars cast, which should be up soon if it isn't up by the time we load this podcast. So make sure to check that out too. I think they're going to try and do that every other week or once a month or something like that. Just discuss various Star Wars related topics. So, because there's always news for Star Wars, right, Justin?
Always.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was playing Rocket League. Thought I'd chime in.
All right. But yeah, check us out online at entertainmentbuddha.com, where we make you a better geek one post at a time. You can subscribe to our podcast on iTunes and follow us on all the social media stuff. It's all on entertainmentbuddha.com, so check it out there. And as always, Justin, go ahead and take us out.